Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, colourful cartoon animals and everyone else, welcome to Magic the Questioning, the card game quiz that asks the question, is this really the 12th episode? I'm told at least one of these makes it to air each month. So hang on, because by my count that makes it a full year, and even though today's not the day those documents said was my birthday, I think we should celebrate. Let's meet our contestants. How are you guys doing? Okay, yeah, that tracks. That's on me for getting my hopes up. Guess I won't be needing this then. Honestly, it's fine, I'm used to being alone by now. So let's look at this week's categories. Cards on the Table is our first round where the questions are worth 1 point each. More Like Epic Thet is our second round with questions worth 2 points each. Comedy of Errata is our third round where the questions are worth 3 points each. What's Staff is our fourth round where the questions are worth 4 points each. And Art Attack is our final category with a single question that doubles your score. At the end of the game, tally up your points and measure them against the point score chart so you can see how you rank and compare it with your friends and everyone else playing along at home and in the comments section. Will you come last but seeking? Maybe you're a contestant of perfection. Let's find out. So if you are playing along at home, get ready to write down your answers and let us know how you do in the comments below. And if you answered the question from the thumbnail correctly, you get to start the game with a bonus 4 points. That's 4 points right now if you knew that the missing creature type from Sarkhan, Dragon Ascendant, was Druid. Previous Sarkhan cards depicted him as either a Planeswalker or a Shaman, but in Tarkir Dragonstorm his creature type is Druid. Now for the rest of the quiz. Here we go, round 1, cards on the table, our general card knowledge round. Question 1. The 2-mana blue instant Negate does what to a target non-creature spell? The 2-mana blue instant Negate does what to a target non-creature spell? Question 2. Skull Clamp is an equipment that lets you draw 2 cards when the equipped creature does what? Skull Clamp is an equipment that lets you draw 2 cards when the equipped creature does what? Question 3. Doubling Season lets you create twice as many tokens and add twice as many counters. What is the card's type? Doubling Season lets you create twice as many tokens and add twice as many counters. What is the card's type? Question 4. Read the Bones says, scry 2, then draw 2, you lose 2 life. But what is that card's colour? Read the Bones says, scry 2, then draw 2, you lose 2 life. But what is that card's colour? That's the final question this round. You have until the music stops to submit your answers, and once that's over, we'll find out if you were right. Start the music. Okay, time's up. Let's get some answers. And remember, 1 point this round for each question you answer correctly. Question 1. The 2-mana blue instant Negate does what to a target non-creature spell? Counters it. First printed in Morningtide, Negate is a 2-mana blue non-creature counter. Question 2. Skull Clamp is an equipment that lets you draw 2 cards when the equipped creature does what? Dies. It also gives the equipped creature +1/-1, lowering its toughness, and lets you draw 2 cards when the equipped creature dies. Question 3. Doubling Season lets you create twice as many tokens and add twice as many counters. What is the card's type? Enchantment. And in fact, not just any enchantment, even at 5 mana with its doubling effect. Doubling Season is one of the game's best enchantments. Question 4. Read the Bones says, scry 2, then draw 2 cards, you lose 2 life. But what is that card's colour? Black. Scry as a mechanic is more often associated with blue, but losing life to draw cards is very much on brand for black. Let's talk to our contestants. How did you guys do? Oh right, yeah. I almost forgot. You know what actually surprises me most is that I'm still surprised by this sort of thing. You'd think I'd have gotten used to it by now, but no. Anyway, on to our second category, More Like Epic Thet, all about creatures and their names. Question 1. Which monkey pirate from Modern Horizons 2 is known as Nimble Pilferer? Which monkey pirate from Modern Horizons 2 is known as Nimble Pilferer? Question 2. In Dominaria United, the Phyrexian Praetor Shieldred was given an epithet meaning end of the world. What was it? In Dominaria United, the Phyrexian Praetor Shieldred was given an epithet meaning end of the world. What was it? Question 3. Which dragon wizard is known as Guildpact, Draco Genius, and the Firemind? Which dragon wizard is known as Guild-Pact, Draco Genius, and the Firemind? Question 4. Eldraine's legendary merfolk wizard Emry is known as the Lurker of the what? Eldraine's legendary merfolk wizard Emry is known as the Lurker of the what? You've got till the music stops to get your answers down, and then we'll see the results. Time's up, let's get some answers, and this time they're worth 2 points. Question 1. Which monkey pirate from Modern Horizons 2 is known as Nimble Pilferer? Ragavan, one of the best 1-mana red creatures of all time. The Nimble Pilferer is of course Ragavan. Question 2. In Dominaria United, the Phyrexian Praetor Shieldred was given an epithet meaning end of the world. What was it? The Apocalypse. Also defined as meaning planetary destruction or damage on a catastrophic scale, Shieldred's epithet was the Apocalypse. Question 3. Which dragon wizard is known as Guild-Pact, Draco Genius, and the Firemind? Niv Mizzet, also known as Perun, Reborn, and Supreme. We were looking for Ravnica's own Niv Mizzet. Question 4. Eldraine's legendary merfolk wizard Emry is known as the Lurker of the what? The Loch. Clearly based off of the myth of the Lady in the Lake, Emry is the Lurker of the Loch. How do you guys feel that you're doing? Oh right, yeah. There's no way they could have planned this. Usually anniversaries or whatever would be on the 13th month, after a full year. Wait, hang on. Weren't they in the intro? I could have sworn they were. That's probably why I keep expecting to see them. Hello? Anyone there? Okay. Weird. Round 3, and the category is Comedy of Errata, all about misprints and mistakes. Question 1. What was incorrect about the Aetherdrift special guest printing of Sky Sovereign Console Flagship? What was incorrect about the Aetherdrift special guest printing of Sky Sovereign Console Flagship? Question 2. Coma Cosmos Serpent's Monstrous Magazine Secret Lair version entirely changed its rules by misprinting which single word? Coma Cosmos Serpent's Monstrous Magazine Secret Lair version entirely changed its rules by misprinting which single word? Question 3. What was missing from the Duskmourn House of Horror Commander promo copy of Archon of Cruelty? What was missing from the Duskmourn House of Horror Commander promo copy of Archon of Cruelty? Question 4. Stonequill Serpent from the Snake's Secret Lair had to have what removed from the art? Stonequill Serpent from the Snake's Secret Lair had to have what removed from the art? That's the last question this round, so get ready to finish writing before we find out the answers. And that's time. Every correct answer is worth 3 points, so let's find out how you did after these messages. Hi, it's me, from the thing that you're watching, and I come with a dire warning. This quiz, and quite frankly my entire channel, is in danger. I love making these types of videos, but they don't do very well numbers-wise. They're clearly enjoyed by a very niche audience, usually less than 2,000 people. You, that's watching right now. I make these videos for you. But YouTube's monetization is not very rewarding, especially for smaller channels that make niche videos like mine. I do have some videos that do well, but they tend to be highly critical or controversial, as negativity capitalizing on the current discourse will always get a click from people who are outraged and are looking for more fuel for the fire. But those types don't subscribe and stick around, and I only want to put out a video like that if I truly care about the topic and believe I have something valid to say. I don't want to be a full-time controversy merchant just to afford rent, and instead I want to make silly videos where I build dumb decks or talk about magic-themed pancakes for your entertainment. I want to make quizzes. I want to entertain you. But I also have bills to pay, and so if my only means of doing that is to get more views, and thus better ad revenue from YouTube, then the first change I would need to make is to stop making the monthly video that's seemingly guaranteed to not get a lot of eyes on it. But I don't want to do that. And if you don't want me to do that either, then please consider supporting me on Patreon. If only half of you signed up at even the lowest tier, which is £1 or seemingly $1.50 US, then I would have enough to live on. And that's all I want. If you can afford it, then there are higher tiers that include things like weekly opinion polls where we discuss interesting aspects of the game, access to early audio-only versions of these episodes that you can listen to as a podcast. Most tiers get your name credited on screen at the end of my videos, and even that £1 $1.50 tier will come with access to my monthly behind-the-scenes blog, keeping you updated on the channel. I want to keep doing this, but I need your help. So if you're able to, and if you've found value in my work, then please consider helping to save these quizzes and quite possibly my entire channel by becoming a member of my Patreon, link in the description below. Thank you. Welcome back to Magic the Questioning, where we're about to find out the answers to round 3, where every correct answer is worth 3 points. Here we go. Question 1. What was incorrect about the Aetherdrift special guest printing of Sky Sovereign console flagship? The credited artist. Kagadu Studio was credited in all languages on the card, but the artist is actually Emiri Sakabishriya, meaning Sky Sovereign console flagship is misprinted with the incorrect artist. Question 2. Coma Cosmos Serpent's monstrous secret lair version entirely changed its rules by misprinting which single word? Your. It should read at the beginning of each upkeep, but was printed saying at the beginning of your upkeep instead. That's quite the difference to Coma's mechanics, all due to the misprinting of the word your. Question 3. What was missing from Duskmourn House of Horror's Commander promo copy of Archon of Cruelty? The type line. I originally thought I would struggle with this category to find many examples of misprints and errors, but WotC just can't seem to help themselves as Archon of Cruelty is missing its type line. Question 4. Stonecoil Serpent from the Snake's secret lair had to have what removed from the art? A penis. I won't show it here, but when first announced, the art featured a tiny man, naked and impaled on a spike. WotC put out a statement saying the secret lair contained an error, that's one word for it, which would be corrected in the final product, meaning some poor artist had to retroactively remove a penis. Not sure if I can say that on YouTube. How many did you guys get right this round? Not as many as I'd have liked. Wait, what the... Blue? Where the hell did you come from? Blue? Blue? Hello? Round 4 is WotC staff with questions about the people behind the game. Question 1. WotC President John Haidt was previously a Senior Vice President and General Manager of which company? WotC President John Haidt was previously a Senior Vice President and General Manager of which company? Question 2. Which WotC staff member founded the Pauper format panel and manages the Commander format panel? Which WotC staff member founded the Pauper format panel and manages the Commander format panel? Question 3. Product architect Zakil Gordon stood beside Shoichi Ichikawa in 2024 to reveal art spoilers for which set? Product architect Zakil Gordon stood beside Shoichi Ichikawa in 2024 to reveal art spoilers for which set? Question 4. Which former Tolarian Community College writer joined play design after her work on the Wild Bounty Brawl deck? Which former Tolarian Community College writer joined play design after her work on the Wild Bounty Brawl deck? Okay, the time's about to start again, so I hope you have all of your answers because this is the last point scoring round. Here we go. Time's up, and remember for this round correct answers are worth 4 points. Here we go. Question 1. WotC President John Haidt was previously a Senior Vice President and General Manager of which company? Blizzard Entertainment, where he oversaw work on games such as World of Warcraft, Hearthstone and Diablo 3, all games by Blizzard Entertainment. Question 2. Which WotC staff member founded the Pauper format panel and manages the Commander format panel? Gavin Verhey. Somewhat considered to be the current face of the company, we were of course looking for Gavin Verhey. Question 3. Product architect Zakil Gordon stood beside Shoichi Ichikawa in 2024 to reveal art spoilers for which set? Final Fantasy. Shoichi Ichikawa is a producer at Square Enix and he, along with WotC's Zakil Gordon, showed us the first look at art for Final Fantasy. Question 4. Which former Tolarian Community College writer joined play design after her work on the Wild Bounty Brawl deck? Carmen Klomparens, also known for her articles, tournament commentary, podcast appearances and professional play. We were looking for Carmen Klomparens. Okay, relax, deep breath. Are you guys excited for the bonus round where you can double your points? Good. Good. I'm actually weirdly relieved they're not there. Round 5 is Art Attack, where we slowly reveal a picture to you, and if you can name what card uses that picture as its art before the music stops, then you double your points and you double your score. So to be clear, see some artwork and name that card for double points. I hope you're ready, because here we go! And that's time. Did you get it right? Well, if you said this was the art for the card Armillary Sphere, reprinted in many Commander decks, then you'll have just doubled your score. So now the question is, how did you do? Count up your score and let us know in the comments below. Okay, chill out. This is the last time. They won't be there, they can't hurt you. Here we go. Well guys, how do you think you did? Well, that's the end of the show. Join us again next time for another episode of Magic: The Questioning. Thank you to everyone who supports the show, like Eggboy the Particle that permeates all existence, and the rest of my patrons whose names are on screen now. If you'd like to submit a quiz question to the show, you can via my Patreon, as it's one of my Venus tier reward perks. I'd also like to give an extra special thank you to Brett Canny for providing the music for the show. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and set your notification bell to all so you can be updated when our next episode airs. And until then, from all of us here in the studio, all of us, we wish you happy quizzing, and we will see you next time. Freeze frame.